everyone, it's Sharana from Pay Your Weights, and today I'm going to be reviewing Love, Victor Season 2, which is currently streaming on the Hulu platform. So this series stars Michael Cimino, who plays Victor, who is a student at Creekwood High School, who is on his own journey of self-discovery, facing challenges at home, adjusting to a new city, and also struggling with his sexual orientation. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I tell you what I liked about the series, what I didn't like about the series, and should you spend your time binging Love, Victor Season 2, where it is currently streaming on Hulu. So going into what I enjoyed about this series, you guys, there's TV shows that I watch and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's good. But then there's shows that I just get so excited. It just puts a smile on my face. I feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. I'm just like, I am excited. Like, these are the series that I get to watch where I'm just excited to do what I do. And that's how I felt about Love, Victor Season 2. I enjoyed the first season of Love, Victor, but this by far is so much more superior than the first season. So if you love this first season, you are going to be in for the most enjoyable ride ever for Season 2. And I really think that that's because now we get to see Victor facing who he is, that he is gay, and really seeing him, these new struggles of what it means to be out. What are the new challenges that he faces as he's in this new relationship with Benji? First and foremost, it gives you got a lot of entanglements happening. You have a lot of you have some love triangles that are happening. Everyone's relationships are basically put to the test in this season of Love, Victor, which makes it, you know, I love me some good relationship drama, you guys. But really, I want to focus on Benji and Victor's relationship. I know everyone was so excited to see that they were going to be together, but I really love how they explore all of the intricacies of what it means for Victor to be in his first gay relationship. I love how they delve into the subject matter of sex. There's a lot of sex happening, but let's be honest, these teenagers out here having sex. You know, when you was a teenager, you was having sex. I can't say that I was if my parents was watching, because I'm a virgin, celibate, whatever, abstinent, whatever you want to call it, if my parents is watching. But I love shows. I know people complain like, oh, it's too much sex in these shows, but I like shows that are just realistic to the teenage experience, and that's what teenagers are doing. But I love that we get to delve deeper into what that means for those who are in gay relationships. I love how they explore that with Victor and Benji's character, really reconciling with what it means to really still be discovering who you are in your own sexual orientation, but really the challenges that comes up when you deal with someone who's more experienced than you, who has really, they've had their first times, they understand what it means to have sex. And I really love that they really explore this with their with Victor's relationship. I thought it's so well done, it's so well thought out, and it's getting into subject matters that we really don't see as much on TV, but especially giving something for young teenagers who are part of the LGBTQ+ community. I love, this is like what we mean when we say representation, not just having characters from the LGBTQ+ community, but actually delving deeper into the experiences that they face. Now, also too, what I do love about this is that we really get to explore the family dynamics behind actually having to come out to your family. But most importantly, because Victor is a POC character, I'm happy that they actually show that, especially in other minority communities, that being gay is not as celebrated as it is everywhere else. Yeah, I know that people are like, hey, I'm tired of these storylines that the parent basically just is against them. It's this horrible sentence, being disowned or whatever. But as a Black person and really seeing how the LGBT community is treated in the Black community specifically, I was really happy to see them delve deeper into what that means for someone who might not be white, for someone who in their culture, in their religion, where it's not really accepted being out and being proud. And I love that they really show this dynamic between Victor and his mother, played by Anna Ortiz. I really love the storyline of her really grappling or trying to deal in not the best way. You're going to be disappointed in Mrs. Salazar, but I really love that they delve deeper into this with his character, but most importantly, that they delve deeper into the role that religion plays, especially in minorities, as how they view the LGBTQ+ community. I thought it was so necessary. I thought it was needed. And this is why I love when they have diversity on screen, because you get to delve into deeper topics that might not affect the predominant race as a whole. But also too, I love that we see with we see with Victor's father that they get to explore what it means for parents to have the support to be able to be there for their children, to be able not only to reconcile with their child's choice of their sexual orientation, but to make sure that they can provide the support that is not only needed for them, but to also make sure that they have the support to learn how to navigate this new dynamic within their family. And we really get to see this with Victor's father as he becomes a participant of the PFLAG group. And I love that this is a show that's showing parents that, like, hey, there are groups out here to support you, to help educate you, to show you how to be there for your children. Because not only is this something that Victor is new to, he's experiencing, but also too, this is new for his parents as well. And so I'm really happy that we get to delve deeper into that. I don't know if we delve deeper into that in the Love, Simon movie, but I'm happy that they're taking the time to really flesh this out with the storyline between Victor and his mom, but also too, to show a loving relationship between Victor and his father, of being supportive around his son and who his son chooses to love. Now, also too, there is a new character that is introduced by the name of Raheem. I actually like Raheem's character, most specifically because there is another topic that we don't delve into enough on television when we talk about really kind of like the racism within the LGBTQ community, especially as we class the types of gay people that we see. I mean, it's something that's done with Raheem's character that I just felt like this was so needed, and I really haven't seen this. I know from conversations with my friends, the stereotypes that come into play, kind of like how they classify certain types of gays. And I really love how they delved into that. Now, I do have some issues that I do have with the character of Raheem that I'll talk to a little bit about some of the things that I didn't like. But I just really thought that the writing this season, they really took care to delve deeper into these issues outside of the surface level of, am I gay, am I not gay, or how do I come out? I felt like they just delved so much deeper into some of the subject matters that we really don't see specifically for young adult series, because this happens to people in so many different age groups. I was really happy that they delved into this. But I do want to talk about some of the other characters. Anthony Turpel, who plays Felix. I like that we get to learn a little bit more about Felix. In the first season, they delved into some of the issues surrounding Felix and helping his mother, who's dealing with mental health illness. But we also get to see that the toll that takes on children who really have to grow up too quickly in order to make sure that they can not only protect their family, but keep their family intact. I really love that they delve deeper into that storyline with Felix, but most importantly, to also see how Felix, who is so protective of his mother and really is the only person who understands you know, what his mother is going through and trying to navigate being in school while taking care of the family, taking care of the household, making sure that, you know, even when his mother is depressed, you know, bills still need to get paid. And I was really happy to show not only how that affected Felix on a personal level, but also to how that affects Felix's relationship that he has with Lake, which is another part. It's a lot of relationship drama that is happening throughout the course of this season. But we do get to see an interesting take because Victor is this jock. We get to see what being out and being proud, really some of the struggles, not only as he's facing in his family, but we get to see some of the struggles that presents in school, most specifically with his role being on the basketball team. And we really get to see some good scenes from Andrew, played by Mason Gooding. Whoo, that boy's so fine. I had to make sure, I had to check to go make sure that Mason was of legal age before I lusted after him. But I really love his character. And I really love that they're changing this stereotype that we see of jocks in young adult TV series and films. And I think that he has so much more to give in this season than what we initially saw in season 1. And I hope that we get to see even more of his character like delved deeper into as we get into season 3, because it better be a season 3 or else. But I do want to talk about, we get to see more of the struggles between Victor's parents. You know, they had their relationship struggles that were kind of revealed in season 1. And we really get to see them make a decision on what is going to happen with the state of their marriage, and most importantly, how that's going to affect their family. But really, how are they going to like navigate through life while still trying to take care of their children, but still trying to figure out what the state of their relationship is going to be. And I really love kind of the friction that happens and what that trigger is that really forces them to have to confront the issues within their marriage. And I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but I really love how all of that plays out throughout the course of the season. Now Mia does get more to do given how she was treated. I really didn't like the whole storyline of how Victor and Mia were dating and then how she found out. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But they try to give Mia's character a lot more to do with. We see her delve really into how the breakup between her and Victor, how that affected her, but really some of the more deeper underlying circumstances that delves around her relationships with her father and her mother, how that really kind of blew the whole situation up, forcing her to really have to come face to face with some of the things from her past that has hurt her as well. I'm still going to delve a little bit deeper into her and the cons because I still don't think they quite know what to do with her character. But I think overall, I do feel as though they gave the cast as a whole a lot more to do. We get to see more of the Salazar family. His sister gets a little, gets an interesting storyline as well. But even though I have so many things that I love, and also too, the music was banging as well in this season. Even though I have so much that I probably still haven't even covered because that's like how much I really need to talk about this, but I'm gonna try to keep this short for the sake of time. But I do have some issues with season 2. With Raheem's character, because he is Muslim, I think that it was really important for them to delve deeper into that storyline, especially since we explore religion with Victor and the relationship with his mom and the relationship that the church played and how his mom reacts to him actually coming out. I felt like a lot of things are done like in exposition, like Raheem says, oh yes, I was able to do this or have this conversation with my parents. But like, I want to actually be able to see that. Like, let's not have Raheem here to say, oh, it's diversity because he's a Muslim character. Let's actually get to see like what life is like for Raheem and how him being a part of the LGBTQ community, how does that affect his relationship with religion because he is religious? But most importantly, how does that affect the relationship between him and his family as well? I hope that in season 3 that we do get to see more of Raheem, that we get to see more of his family unit, more of his personal life. But I kind of just, I don't know. I didn't like that whole portion of it. And also too, there's something that happened with Lake's character at the end of season 2 of Love, Victor that I just felt like it came out of left field. And I felt like, oh, this is just checking the box to say, oh, we're going to do this now. We're going to have this type of representation. But it just didn't feel right for her character. I didn't feel as though that there was anything that me watching Lake in season 1 or me watching Lake in season 2 would have me think that what they do with her character at the end of the season, that it would be like that was something that I could see was coming. I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. But also too with Mia. Mia is such an interesting character. She's such a compelling character. Rachel Hilson is just so fantastic who portrays her. I was first introduced to her on This Is Us. I just feel as though that she can do so much more than what she's being given with this storyline. And I feel as though I kind of like where they took her character for the like second half of the season, but it still feels to me from a writing standpoint, they just don't know what to do with her character. And I think that it truly showed in this season. I think outside of that, after that, I think those are the only issues that I had with this season. It ends on a huge cliffhanger. I want to talk about it, but I can't. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it. But if you are not watching Love, Victor, if you're not watching it, you're missing out on life, honey. I'm telling you, go watch that season 1. You're going to breeze through it. Then you're going to go to season 2. And then you're going to come here. You're going to be like, Sharona, you were right. Why was I watching this before? I just really love this season. I love the growth that we see for Victor. I love that we see him get to just deal with so many different things in his life and really having him start to come into his own. There are some surprise cameos. I didn't watch the trailer, so I don't want to say who is going to be in and who isn't because I want to protect everyone's viewing experiences. But this show just put a smile on my face. I'm so happy that we actually get to have this character on TV. I think that is so needed for young teenagers, even for adults watching who wasn't able to watch this type of content while growing up. I can't recommend this enough. I'm gonna stop because at this point I'm rambling. Just know that Love Victor, I see you. I see you, and I better see a season 3. So those are my thoughts on Love Victor season 2. As always, my name is Sharonda from Para Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000, and until I see you again, bye.